Morning, girls. How we doing? We are back here again with Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, and I think she was only the Foodie the Beauty at this time. I don't think she had any other nicknames from like 2017. And I thought, why not? I might as well do something because I want to try and get some videos pre-recorded from my holiday here, so you have something to watch during the meantime. And I thought, why not? I'll go back, and I just started scrolling randomly, and I just stopped randomly, and there was a get to know me tag for Foodie Beauty. It's 10 minutes long. I thought, why not? You know what? She's changed so much in the past 7 years, including what her entire life history has been. I thought, why not? We'll get to know our Foodie the Beauty. So we're going to go up to 1.25 speed, and I guess we're just going to get into it, guys. Let's go.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
I can't sleep. And
oh, that pop's annoying.
I just, I'm bored and restless.
I'm just
and
so
everyone's
bored.
sleeping here. My cat, my boyfriend. So I thought I would do a
my
boyfriend
How come every time there's a jump cut, there's a fucking audio pop? That's going to annoy the piss out of me.
because my channel's new,
boyfriend.
and a lot of you don't know much about me. And
Oh my God.
when I'm watching a YouTube channel, I like to know.
I'm not sure what voice annoys me more, like the full of like bile, vitriol, evil, like Chantal. Like, firstly, bitches, I don't fucking care. I don't know if that is like more disgusting to listen to than the, hey guys, how are you? Yeah, so I just realized that we haven't become friends yet. Like, like literally the exact same voice Amber Lynn used in her first phrase. Hi guys, I'm just so shy on camera. That shit, which is like so clearly fake and put on, especially when we know what like Chantal actually is like now.
Some personal details about people.
Oh my God, look at that fucking nail. Jesus.
That, I guess. But,
oh, no, is that
it makes me relate to them more, so I thought I would do this tag. So I just brought up a random...
Maybe I'm just weird, but I personally do not care in any way, what like most creators are like outside of the videos. It doesn't interest me. I just don't care. I don't watch vloggers. I know there's a lot of people who really are into vloggers. It's like a modern day soap. And they're really attached to people, very power social. I genuinely don't care. Like at all. Like Seth Tech, like Civi, any like the video game reviewers or anyone like that. I don't care who they are. There's one guy called Seth Tech, and he's like the same person as another person called Mandalore Gaming. And I watched both of them for years before even realizing they were literally the same person. It's just on Seth Tech. He just put on a bit of a voice. That I didn't realize it because I just don't care. It's not something I look into.
Get to know.
Which admittedly is probably weird for me, as anyone who knows that I'm a Kiwi farmer. Well, I was a Kiwi farmer, I guess, because I really don't go there anymore. But, like, it's probably weird for someone who's like, oh, but you don't care about the creators. Like, not really, no.
Let me tag questions, and I'll
Let's
answer
go.
some of the questions that are on the list. So, let's get started. Alright, so number one is, what is your middle name? Oh, dear. Okay.
Dear, I'm just going to be so dainty here. What is she going to give us a real name? What is she going to give us a real name? She's going to be, I'm like Rose, because my mother said that I looked like a rose when I was born, and that's what's my favorite flower. I wonder if my future husband is going to get me a bunch of them when he wants to shit on some fucking white bitch.
Okay, so my middle name is Marie Olive. Yeah, Olive. And the funny thing is...
Is it hyphenated? My middle name is Marie Olive. Is it like Marion? Just two names like put together or something like that? Hello, I'm Marie Olive.
I love
Olive.
I love olives.
Yeah.
What is your favorite color?
Shit, like one?
Green. Probably green.
Green, like the olives that I like and I'm also named after.
Who was your first best friend?
Me, in the mirror. There's a lot of jump
Actually, it was
cuts.
another girl named Chantal. She spelled her name E-C.
I actually was right. Holy shit, it was actually her. Why would you have to have a jump cut to think about, like, like a simple thing? It's like, who was your best friend? Well, my best friend when I was a kid was Alan. There you go. Oh, it's weird that I didn't have to think about that because it's like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to hang around with a kid called Alan a lot. There you go. It's not something you really should have to have two jump cuts to think about and then still be like, well, actually, it was a girl called Chantal, and she was like really, really pretty and really smart, and she spoke both English and French, and she was incredible at everything. And I bet she marries like a handsome Syrian man in the future because everyone loves Chantal so much. Oh no! By the way, I wasn't talking about me. It was another Chantal.
C-H-A-N-T-E-L. I spelled my name C-H-A-N-T-A-L, and we were neighbors. So.
Well, you didn't spell.
How
Your
tall
mom
are
probably
you?
did.
I'm 5'1", so I'm kind of short.
Yeah, we're asking about your we're asking about your height, not your waistband.
Cats or dogs? Definitely cats. You guys know that.
They're so much easier to abuse. Like a dog might bite you, but a cat, what the fuck's it gonna do?
Funniest moment throughout school. At the time, it
Shitting
wasn't
yourself?
funny, but
Shitting
when I
yourself?
look back on it, I
You shit
peed
herself?
my pants in class. Like,
How was I so close?
I can't remember what grade.
How was I so close? Why did I know it was going to be a bodily function? You know what? Should have gone for piss. Should have gone for piss. You hadn't met Sally yet. She wasn't constantly talking about shitting herself.
Grade 10? No, I'm kidding. I think it was like grade 1 or 2, and I had to wear pants, like jogging pants from the Lost and Found for the rest of the day.
But I want to know the circumstances. Like, the point sounds weirder than I intended it to sound. But I want to know the circumstances. When you tell me a story that you pissed yourself, was it? Did you just not realize? Were you just sitting a test and your teacher was like, "No, you're not allowed to leave and go to the bathroom. You might cheat." So you had to sit there and you ended up pissing yourself. Like that's how you tell like a funny story. It's give me the bit of the context behind it. Not, I pissed myself. Chantal, you're probably pissing yourself right now. You're probably doing a shanny and you're probably sitting in a commode in your living room right now pissing yourself. And I do mean in 2024.
Yeah. How many countries have you visited?
1. Still.
2? Canada and the US.
This doesn't even
I wish I
count.
could visit more.
I'm gonna say, maybe this would be a controversial opinion. I'm gonna say that so doesn't count because you're literally bordered with each other. It's like, I'm from Northern Ireland, so that's, the UK. If I say, oh, I went to the south, if I went down to the Republic of Ireland, I just don't count that as going internationally. Because, like, it's literally just over the border. It's really not that far.
Are you...
Admittedly, for us, it is also, like, I don't know, you could drive there in, like, 30 minutes from a lot of places, so maybe that's also why I'm somewhat biased about it. But isn't, like, the US only, like, an hour drive from her?
Or have you gone to college? I have completed 2 years of an undergrad degree at university. I do hope to go back, and that was in English.
Have you?
What was your favorite?
Have you? I'm pretty sure I've heard people saying that she went for 2 weeks, but I'm not sure. Well, this is too fair. I'm sure she lied constantly throughout her entire channel, but like, I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. Good. I'm glad you're putting it to good use online by, I don't know, eating a lot and just using your English skills to, I guess, try and insult fat women online.
Favorite worst subject in high school? My favorite was English. That was my best.
Why?
And my worst was math.
Why?
Like, really bad.
Oh my
What
God.
is your favorite?
I don't even know 3 cheeseburgers were bad for me. I thought it was the same as 1. Like, when you're doing a get to know me tag, surely you should be explaining some more about you. So I like English, I do not like math. Next question, please. Can you tell me why? Do you like the stories? Do you like the romance of the classics? Do you like the way words are constructed and how words are such a powerful tool to convey emotion? Is it anything like that? I like English. I like it. I speak it good sometimes.
Drink.
Favorite drink?
I love water. Lemon water.
Oh my fucking God. Bro. You know why I said earlier on, this is the start of her career, maybe she wasn't lying as much with the 2 years undergraduate thing. We went 2 more questions before I realized she is just lying. At this point, what is she at this point? Just visually at this point, I'm thinking she's like high 300s. Mid to high 300s at this stage. I'm not even talking about nowadays. I was like, oh, incredibly fat woman who eats pasta for a living. What's your favorite drink? Lemon water. Can't even fucking say it with a straight face. Come on.
Honestly, my favorite.
Honestly, my favorite. I'm just addicted to water. Duh.
Juice, I'd have to say probably cranberry juice.
Is that to deal with all the UTIs because you can't reach your fanny to wipe? Sorry, I snorted then. The snort creeped out of me, but that sentence also just kind of creeped out of me.
What is your favorite animal? Cat.
Cat, they're so easy to abuse. The little shits.
What is your favorite perfume?
Why is there so many clicks?
It's a Vera Wang perfume, and it's rosebud.
You just like it because it has the word wang in it. Calm down.
And vanilla, I'm pretty sure.
I don't believe you get the dick.
Tea or coffee? Both. I'm not a coffee drinker.
Then tea then.
I'm not really a tea drinker either. I want to get more into drinking tea.
Then neither. Tea or coffee? Both. I don't like either of them. Neither. See the way you try to pretend water is your favorite drink? This shows your fat mentality, because you're offered tea or coffee, and you don't like either of them, but you decide to take both anyway. That's why you're fat.
But I enjoy a coffee now and then. What would you, or have you named your children? So I don't have children. If I had a girl, I would like to name her
after your. I'm just gonna guess after yourself.
For my grandmother, I like the name Audrey, or I like the name
I actually kind of like the name Audrey as well. I don't feel like I can insult that name. However, we all know she wants to name them like Chantel Jr.
Grace. And for a boy, since I'm assuming I'll have kids with the man I'm with now, with my mom.
Baby's such a king. Look at this guy. He just hits her. It's amazing. What do you want to name him? I hope this doesn't go weird. If I can politely say it like that, I hope this doesn't go weird. What are you gonna say you want to name him?
And since he's from Senegal, which is a country in Africa,
No.
he would like to name after his dad. So his dad's name was Malik, Malick. So
that's a cool name. I thought the question was, what do you want to name your kid? I realized you were just saying I want to name him what he wants to name him, which is fine. But it feels like you should be the one naming them in this question.
That's a cute name.
It's what I learned about you.
What sports have you played, or do you play? I don't play any.
I was the ball once. I got subbed in as the ball.
Sports. What is your favorite book? I don't know if I have just a favorite, but probably The Shining from Stephen King, or The Talisman. I'm a big
I really should have guessed. I should have guessed The Shining. I feel stupid for not guessing that.
Stephen King reader. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Oh boy, all I do all day is watch YouTube when I'm not busy.
All the ones.
For beauty gurus, I just like watch like Patrick.
See the way earlier on I mentioned a couple YouTubers I watched and I was able to just like effortlessly I wasn't able to say that word effortlessly, but I was able to mention which YouTubers I like. But for her, she's like, beauty gurus, because remember, this is that time she's trying to pretend to be a goody guru. She's trying to pretend to be a goody guru. She had to do a jump cut to think of which one she actually watches, because you know full well, she doesn't. She just doesn't. If you ever see her do makeup, you know she doesn't like follow any beauty gurus.
Star, Jeffree Star.
Wow. The Star.
I love watching gaming videos, like the Rad Brad is my favorite. Shout out to Rad Brad, I love you.
Who the fuck is that?
I love PewDiePie.
Yay!
I love watching just like other people's, day-to-day vlogs.
I like PewDiePie as well, so to take this joke with as many pinches of salt as you want, he also hits the juice. There you go.
Even ones that are not huge YouTubers, so I actually really, really like Leafy is here. Like, I don't know, I really find him funny if you're into like crude humor, but what is your favorite?
Maybe I came in like too late or was too young or whatever, but I know Leafy was here as like a big part of the original like drama community on YouTube. Never seen a single video. Like, I think ever. I know what his voice sounds like. I think I've heard a clip of him before, but that's it. I've never watched one of his videos.
Favorite movie?
The
Probably
Shining.
The Shining.
How'd I guess?
Stanley Kubrick Shining.
That's so good.
Or Eyes Wide Shut by Stanley Kubrick. Yeah.
You said Kubrick different both times there.
Are you single or taken? Taken. What's your idea of an ideal first date?
Pizza and fingering.
Ideal first date is, anything that the person puts some thought into to try to make it special. I guess.
What was your and Sal's first date? Like, seriously, like, I would love to know what your and Sal's first date was. Was it that thing you filmed for the couples channel where you went and just awkwardly sat there whilst he filmed you eating lots of food? Was that it? Was that your first date?
Yes. So I just like,
Oh, was your first date online? Because technically you were married 3 days after meeting in person.
Conversation, getting together for some good conversation over some wine or something like that.
I like dates where the person's obviously put a lot of thought into it. Like meeting up and having some wine and talking. It's like, amazing. I know what all my Tinder openings are going to be. It's like, take me on a creative date. Well, have you ever heard of wine? Have you ever heard of wine and, talking?
How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had?
0.
I can count on my fingers the amount of people that I've slept with. But actual relationships, I'd have to go and count that. But definitely.
What? So, what? That's the opposite of how it should be. Should it be like, I can count the number of relationships on one hand, but it's impossible for me to guess how many people I've slept with. Wouldn't that be the more natural way to be? As opposed to, the number of people I can sleep with, I can count on one hand. But relationships, I'd really have to think about that one. Have you had more relationships than you've had people you've slept with? Have you just had lots of platonic relationships? What was yours and Pete's? Like, unironically, like a totally platonic relationship. Did you guys never have sex? So technically he was a relationship, but not someone you've had sex with? That's a weird way to answer that.
Definitely, I can count on my fingers the amount I've had.
So, on one hand, you can sleep with the number of people. You can count the number of people you slept with. On two hands, you can count the number of relationships. What? And I realize not for everyone, not sex is not always the most important part of a relationship, obviously. But like, that's weird. It's weird.
Some so good, some not so good. Favorite memory from childhood?
Pasta.
Probably one of them would be when my grandfather took my mother and I to Florida on a trip, and that was really fun. So,
wow.
Do you speak any different languages?
French.
Yes, I am fluently bilingual in English and French. Do you have any siblings?
This is at the time when you would like drop a French bomb at me and oui, bonjour avec moi, c'est sweet.
I do.
I don't know French.
I have a sister that I'm very close to. We have the same mom but different fathers, and
we once shared a washing machine. Brothers.
And I have two younger brothers who we have the same dad but not the same mom, and I actually have never met them yet.
Wow.
And which is kind of sad. I know.
Still yet, I guess.
That's another story. I'm not really that close to my dad, and I only see him once in a while.
I thought she had like never met him. And she also claimed that she purposely has never made contact with him ever.
Our relationship is okay, but
well, that's very different to how she tells it nowadays, where she purposely never has had any contact with him.
My mom and dad were really young when they had me, and they weren't together. Like, things didn't really work out. So, yeah. How would you describe your fashion sense?
Shit.
Whatever fits me.
That's more honest than usual.
Just I don't really have to.
Remember, this is her 1.25 speed. It's weird. Cause nowadays, I think like she talks slowly, deliberately on purpose to like stretch the videos out. To be fair, this is over 10 minutes long. I'm not sure what the old rule used to be on YouTube, but like, was it used to be you had to have over 10 minutes long to get adverts on your video, and they've reduced it to only 8 minutes now? Is that why this is 10 minutes and 5 seconds long? Is that why she's speaking this slowly?
Much of one right now.
Getting mid-roll ads.
I've gone through many different phases for fashion in my life.
Goth!
I went through like a goth phase.
Yeah!
An 80s phase.
Cowboy!
So I guess just whatever I see in the store and I like. I don't know. What is your favorite restaurant?
Why do you jump cut so often? How hard is it for you to think of things to say about yourself? Don't give us a potato man. What do you like eating about? Chinese. I like that one down the street. Like that, it's really easy to answer questions like that. But you go to her and go, "What's your favorite restaurant?" Jump cut. Then she answers. Why do you struggle to think of what you like? Do you not actually have a personality?
I guess for like
was that a double jump cut?
Big chain. What is your favorite restaurant?
That was a double jump cut for the 400-pound woman to try and decide what she likes to eat.
I guess for like big chain restaurants, I'd probably say Panera Bread. What are some of your favorite favorite TV shows? So the ones that I can think of off the top of my head that are like, the big shows that I watch, I really love. Like my favorite is The Walking Dead.
The Shining Dead.
And I really like My 600-Pound Life.
You're living it.
I actually watch Love and Hip Hop, which is like really weird because I usually hate those drama shows, but it's addictive somehow. And we don't have cable, so I just mostly watch like Netflix or things like that.
Netflix.
Yeah, so The Walking Dead is definitely one of the major ones. That's my favorite one right now. I really like.
It's just like really boring, obviously, a lot of people, if you went up and asked them, especially like 7 years ago, whatever, they might say, "Oh, I really like The Walking Dead," or they might have said, if you asked them, I don't know, 10 years ago, they might have liked. Well, I don't even know what was popular. The Wire, was that 10 years ago, 15 years ago? I don't even know anymore. Like, if you went up and asked people, like, a lot of people would just say the most like common basic bitch thing in the world is 10 years ago, Breaking Bad, something like that. But I don't know, it's just kind of like boring. You want people to get to know you. And if you're just like, what TV show do you like? I like The Walking Dead. It's like, oh, so do 50 other million people. Cool. Do you want to think of something a little bit more interesting, unique? It's because someone ever asked me about one of my favorite anime. I won't go for like something like super popular that I might like. I'll say, oh, I really like this, but I also really like this one, like Kino no Tabe or something like that, or Kaiju. I would say it's like a more unusual one that I really, really enjoy because I think it shows a bit more of my personality, especially if I'm answering a questionnaire like this, as opposed to, I like The Walking Dead. It is good. It is good and popular, and I like it.
Like Better Call Saul. I'm really waiting for the third season to come out. It's I really love that show.
That was all 7 years ago. Damn.
PC or Mac?
Does the Mac come in big variety? Because if so, that one.
I think
terrible. I'm sorry.
Both are probably good. I've never had a Mac. I would like to have one.
You've had many. You've had many, love.
But right now I have a PC and it's fine with me.
Where did the music come from?
iOS versus Android. I've had both.
This is like a teenage girl, like getting to know you questionnaire thing. It's like getting to know you. What do you have? Do you have an Apple or a Samsung? It's like, who cares? Like genuinely, who cares? Do you have a PC or a Mac? Who cares? What's your favorite TV show? Who cares? It's just so boring.
Sold my iPhone 6s Plus for a Samsung S6.
Because it has
and it was
filters.
Mostly because I was changing to a better provider, and that provider didn't support iPhone
filters.
Yet. And
filters.
The iPhone is just a very restrictive phone.
Because it doesn't have filters?
And the battery life on that phone is horrible. So there's a lot of pros and cons for both, but I think overall, I probably prefer it.
I can't believe that like the most talking she's done about any of these questions so far has been about her choice to change from Apple to Samsung.
Android right now. It just depends on my mood. And question 30. Tell us one of your bad habits.
You're 400 pounds. I can see one of your bad habits. Can you name a more interesting bad habit than being really fat and eating lots? Is she going to say, like,
I sneak out at midnight to get stuff from the fridge?
Is she going to say something like that? Because I wanted something more interesting than that. Because you weren't admitted to pissing yourself. So I don't want more bodily fluids. I would like something more interesting.
Yeah, probably overeating, binge eating.
Boring as fuck!
But other than that, I don't really have any habits, I guess, other than...
That's so sad.
I don't have any habits. I barely leave my house.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
I don't have any habits.
Just, poor eating lifestyle and, lack of exercise. So
you have numerous bad habits.
I also have like a bad habit of like leaving the ketchup out on the counter, not putting it back in the fridge.
Oh my god, I'm so quirky. That's because of ease of access, because you want it to always be near you.
I don't know what gets me.
Also, does everyone put the ketchup back in the fridge? I know some people who just like leave it out because they like room temperature ketchup, I guess.
Think of anything. So
that's the
30 question tag challenge.
That's so lame.
I hope you kind of get to know me better.
I've realized full well now that I probably should have answered along with her. However, also, I don't care. I don't care because that's parasocial.
So thanks for watching, guys, and this kept me
You know what's so weird?
A little entertaining.
And I don't know why it's taken me this long to really notice it. Firstly, she calls other people bucktooth woman. Does she call Yaba bucktooth? Like, her front teeth are pretty fucking big here before they've, been worn away by the amount of eating she's done or by rot. But, like, you can actually see the gap between them. That's so weird. It's like, because she looks like she has a different mouth. If I Photoshop modern Foodie Beauty's mouth onto her, it'd be very different looking. Also, her eyes are somewhat the same size now, which is kind of also weird. That was it. Like I said, this is a wee silly thing, just kind of like block up one of the days when I'm away. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. That's going to be it though. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.